us to come and operate in the state, and that has really helped us hasten the process. We will continue to need your support, sir, as we now build this factory and look at starting it by end of next year. We aspire to build a factory which is automated, smart and digitally enabled. One which will use clean and green energy, as well as making sure we have solar panels on the roof, where we will have a high degree of female employment on the shop floor, because the digital factory takes the physical labor out of the work on the shop floor and enables women to compete equally with men in every aspect of the job which is there in our factories. We've already done this in 2 of our factories, one in Sanand where about 40% of the workforce is women, and another which started in Raniganj and Siliguri where we have about 60% of the workforce as women in the factory. We also plan that the factory, of course, is going to be capable of producing carbonated beverages, will also be producing juices and water. We also plan to install an automated storage and retrieval system at our warehouse in the factory, which will again minimize the use of physical force and enable everyone to compete for jobs over there. We've also planned to promote electric vehicle use. We will have 2 charging stations, we will have electrical charging stations for 2-wheelers, for cars and trucks, and this is getting us ready for the future of transportation in the state. We will of course share more details with you as the entire project charter is ready and we break ground on the factory. But we truly believe that this investment is going to help us deepen the relationship and the partnership we have with the state and the people of Telangana. As regards the MOU, I think Kamlesh mentioned, it's the Honorable Minister that really threw the challenge at us and said, how can Coca-Cola partner the state to really grow the work that we use in supporting the community and to helping the people of the state. And Mr. Jayesh Ranjan has been instrumental in helping us, making sure that we could bring these ideas to life. A lot of emphasis is there for building capacity on water management, waste management and providing training. You know, these are very critical areas for the country. We're going through a lot of challenges both on water as well as solid waste, and it's important that we have the right technology and the right skills and capability to help companies truly work towards being self-reliant in this area. We will of course collaborate with the pollution control boards, the water authority, the municipal corporations and industry bodies in making sure that these capabilities are built and the changes are put in place. The details of the MOU, as Kamlesh mentioned, are already there in the press release. All in all, we are really excited to take this MOU forward. It's a demonstration of our long-term commitment to the state. I do want to end by thanking the Minister, Mr. Ranjan, and every single official who has partnered with us on this journey in making it come true today, and I look forward to welcoming you to a fully automated plant as soon as it's ready. We are blessed to have the opportunity to serve the country and the state, and I thank you all for being here. Thank you.
Honorable Minister, Mr. KT Ramarao, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, Principal Secretary, teams from the respective offices, members of the press, my colleagues. I am delighted to be here today in Hyderabad and in the state of Telangana. I am also very excited to be part of an event where we are announcing the construction of a second factory in the state. Even though I've never lived in India, I can tell you Hyderabad has made a name for itself in many countries as a center for R&D, tech, pharma, and multinational corporations. So I would like to congratulate the people of the state on that achievement. 2022 marks the 25th anniversary of HCCB. So it's a very special year for us. But today it's also a very special day as we announce that we will make further investments in the state of Telangana. We are also entering into a strategic partnership with the government of Telangana on capacity building for water management, solid waste management, and skill building of youth for employment. This will support other industries and their associated ecosystems. Niraj has already shared these details. Our first manufacturing plant in Hyderabad started in 1998, almost at the same time that HCCB started. So we have a long history with the state of Telangana, which has become one of the most important states for us in HCCB. These partnerships and the additional investment are proof points of the company's commitment to the state and to India. As part of the Coca-Cola Company and its bottling investments group, I can tell you that we are all very excited about the prospects in the country. Of course, the 3 waves of COVID have posed enormous challenges, as you well know. But hopefully this year, the Indian economy and our company can get back to normal. But more than this investment, what I'm most excited about is the economic multiplier effect that this investment will generate in the state. Often enough, our factories lead to our suppliers to set up their own operations in the state. Logistics and transportation also accelerate, generating a boost in local players. The quality of talent and skill goes up as third-party talent agencies start training their employees to enhance standards based on our requirements. As we improve our entire supply chain, we are able to reach the market better. We set up new distributors, we reach new wholesalers, and new small retailers that we were not reaching before with our portfolio, and they will benefit also from that. We also invest more on selling infrastructure like coolers, merchandising materials, digital selling systems, etc. Moreover, we bring a clear focus on sustainability and CSR. Neeraj mentioned HCCB will plant 2.5 million trees across India to celebrate its 25 years. Our factories use a lot of green energy off the grid, solar power, wind power, so that will boost the renewable energy space. Even before building a factory, we have started work on making drinking water through reverse osmosis system, available to people around the food park where the new factory will come. As you can see, we make it our goal to enhance the communities where we operate. We believe there could not have been a better news to celebrate 25 years of HCCB in India. I would like to congratulate the Minister, Principal Secretary, and your teams for having the vision to make Telangana an investor and industry-friendly state. I wish you all success in these partnerships with HCCB, and I look forward to coming back to Hyderabad for more great news like this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. You made my morning. Thank you very much. Juan Pablo Rodriguez, welcome to Hyderabad. Welcome to India. I hope I got your name right, somewhat. Okay. Neeraj Garg, thank you very much, for your resounding endorsement and for continued support to the state of Telangana. Kamleshji, thank you for all the, for taking up the challenge and for coming out with initiatives. And my team, of course, my Principal Secretary, Jayesh Ranjan, my TSI CMD at Simhareddy Garu, Director of Food Processing, Akhil, thank you. And Shrikant Sinha, who is the CEO of TASK, thank you all. And to all the friends from the media as well, and thank you very much for joining us this morning. As was pointed out, Coca-Cola is a brand that needs no introduction. They are everywhere. They are a mega brand in terms of branding. I don't think there are any brands in the world which possibly can compete with Coke. So Coke needs no introduction that way. But in terms of their size, in terms of their operations in India, I think what was pointed out just a while ago, they've just completed 25 years of operations in India, HCCB. And I'm delighted that they've chosen to commemorate these 25 years of operations in a very, very responsible, in a very, very environmentally friendly way, by planting more than 25 lakh saplings, by entering into 3 very important memorandums of understanding with the government of Telangana. The first one, as was pointed out by Kamlesh, by Juan Pablo and by Neeraj, is on wastewater. Now, a beverage company like Coca-Cola, which of course consumes a lot of water, what was heartening for me to learn this morning was that they actually not only recycle and ensure that whatever, again, they reproduce is again consumable. More than 100% is what you said, Neeraj ji. More than 100% of what they consume, they actually regenerate, which I think is extremely heartening. And what we have requested them as a state is not only what they have learned and what they have mastered in their own organization is of course relevant and important from the state perspective, but it's also equally important for other industries in similar space, in similar domain, to also be able to understand, learn from them. So therefore they have come forward and have entered into an MOU with us. I really compliment them, appreciate them, because a lot of times companies, enterprises are not very open to such ideas, but I compliment HCCB and actually coming out with a very forward-looking agenda in terms of wastewater management. The second thing that they've also come forward to is on waste management itself. Now again, they have been a very responsible organization. They have been working with local municipalities and local authorities across the country. And in Aminpur, where they already have a bottling unit, they have come forward and also agreed to work with us in helping the local municipality as well. I'm delighted that they also have come forward to sign a third MOU where they actually are setting up a facility with task where they will be training more than 10,000 youth of Telangana as a beginning, and hopefully that will only grow from strength to strength. Now, as we all know, Coca-Cola is operating, as was pointed out, by fully owned subsidiaries across India. The Bottling Investment Group, for which Juan Pablo is the Chief Commercial Officer, is a business vertical within the Coca-Cola company. Now, HCCB currently has a factory in Telangana, in Aminpur, that services the local region and has been seeing significant growth also in their sales. This year, as I pointed out, they've completed 25 years of operations in Hyderabad, and the prevailing industrial ecosystem and investment climate in the state of Telangana, as was mentioned, has encouraged them to double their manufacturing capacity in the state of Telangana. This factory will provide capacity for the next 10 years of sales foreseen in the region. The new factory that we are announcing today, along with the HCCB management here, will break ground in Siddipet district, in a village called Banda Timmapur, which is where we have our food processing park. And it will manufacture juices, enhanced water, packaged water, and sparkling beverages. The company, HCCB, will invest 600 crores in the first phase, followed by another 400 crores in subsequent phases over next 5 years. So that will bring the total investment to about 1,000 crores. Now the factory will be a state-of-the-art facility which will employ a lot of personnel, but most importantly, as was pointed out, more than 50% of the employees will be women, and they are hoping and they are planning to start operations by the end of 2023, and I promise you all support, all expeditious approvals from our side. In fact, Neeraj, you should know, since the land is already allotted, you can start construction tomorrow. You don't need to wait for a GO or any kind of permission from neither Jayesh Ranjan or the local municipality or the local Gram Panchayati. That is the self-certification model of Telangana. So we are ready whenever you are ready. That's what I would tell you. The other thing I think that is far more important in what Neeraj mentioned is about the multiplier effect typically HCCB bottling unit has on the economy. The suppliers, the entire value chain, the indirect employment that is created, the ripple effect on economy is something that I truly believe will augment growth prospects and employment potential in the state of Telangana. HCCB is an industry leader in the areas of water management, solid waste management, and is committed to creating opportunities for local youth, and therefore, as I pointed out, we have entered into MOUs with them. Also wanted to point out that Hyderabad today, in fact, not only represents a high growth market, but it is also a location for great strategic importance, and we will be working with the global leadership of the Coca-Cola company to build upon various themes of cooperation. I have requested the entire team in the meeting that we had prior to coming onto this stage that we also ought to be looking at more and more opportunities and more avenues. Because I am a very strong believer, and our Honorable Chief Minister is also a very strong believer, that India needs very Indianized solutions and Indianized products. Now I request the entire team, Juan Pablo, Neeraj and Kamlesh, to start thinking of Indianized products and local sourcing from Telangana as well. In fact, we are a state that produces that lot of mangoes from our Jagityal and a few other regions as well. We also produce sweet lime from Nalgonda and Suryapet districts. We'd be more than happy to facilitate local sourcing for you with these farmers, from the local farmers, so that we can actually give them more opportunities to do business. The other thing I also wanted to mention, Hyderabad being a technology hub, which is home to large number of technology companies with innovation centers, development centers. I urge Coca-Cola also to look at, considering Hyderabad as a future investment destination for technology development as well. More importantly, I think, as Coke continues to grow, as Coke continues to improve its market presence, there are certain things I wanted to point out. I know a lot of consumption of plastic happens in packaging currently. I'm very happy to learn that one of the enterprises that has set shop in Kakatiya Mega Textile Park, a unit called Ganesha Ecosphere, which basically takes in plastic and comes out with technical textiles, man-made textiles, is also one of your consumers. I'm delighted that the entire plastic that is used by the company, by Coca-Cola, is actually used again, reused again to create textiles or for other environmentally sustainable products. But I would urge you to start looking at environmentally friendly packaging solutions, because Hyderabad is also a very strong hub for packaging. I would strongly urge you to look at more environmental friendly packaging solutions. And also, of course, India being a large country, 1.4 billion people, I would urge Coca-Cola. You were mentioning, Neeraj, that Thumbs Up is your 23rd billion-dollar product in the company. I'm pretty confident that if you dig deeper, a country like India, which has got 1.4 billion people, you can come out with the next blockbuster product from India, and I would be happy to have Telangana be the seedbed for that. I would also like to point out that Telangana being geographically central to India, we are bang in the middle of the country, extremely well connected to the rest of the country, to the north, south, east and west. I would urge you to also consider cost-efficient cold chain logistics solutions also, because I think logistics in terms of being able to deliver to your suppliers, to your vendors, to be able to deliver to your end users, the consumers, is an extremely important ingredient in the business of HCCB. So I would urge you to look at modern, state-of-the-art, cost-efficient cold chain logistics solution also in the state of Telangana. Once again, my compliments. I know this is your first visit, Juan Pablo, to Hyderabad. I'm delighted you've tasted our halim. I'm delighted you've come in the month of Ramzan, where you get lovely delicacies like biryani and halim. I would urge you to enjoy the rest of your stay. Don't let Neeraj make you work too much. Go shopping, buy some stuff for your wife and the kids, and some pearls. And I'm putting you on a spot here because she's watching, I know. So buy some more nice clothes and nice pieces of jewelry, and come back with the family and enjoy the hospitality of Hyderabad. Thank you very much for your visit, all of you gentlemen. Thank you very much for your continued support in business.
So we would like to, if he's not able to shop, we would like to give him a He's not able to shop. We have a small this is made by Weavers from Telangana. And then Coca-Cola colors.
steering everything that you have done. Shri Pradeep Reddy of Task, thank you again for the encouragement. Shri Venkat Shekhar from the Industries Department, you have got the bulk of the work done. Shri Srinivas, PA to the Honorable Minister of Industries and Commerce, there is nobody more that we bother than him to seek Minister's time, so thank you. And Mahesh Saab from the PRO from the Department of Industries and Commerce, thank you for the support in organizing this. Finally, Akhil Bhai Gawar, we can't do anything without you. Thank you for the relentless support that you provide and being available at odd hours to help get all this work done. Thank you all so very much. Thank you to my team for being here. Thank you to officials from the government for being here. As I said, we are around, so just in case there's a question of clarification, let us know. But otherwise, yes, ma'am. We'll get your microphone, yes.
Hello. Yeah.